Hello, everybody. How we doing today? Yeah, this is the last Sunday of the year. 2025 has been quite a year. There have been some lows with maybe one or two highs. It was a hard year for a lot of people, and the thing to look forward to now is that um, it's done. So we are moving on into what do you call it? A new year with new Sundays and new possibilities and new things. So anyway, lots of fun. Lots of fun. That glare is remarkable. I wonder if I should just do this. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Let's see. Can I hide? Oh, dude, the glare is absolutely crazy today. So anyway, here we are. Um, little updates on me. I finished getting all of the paintings ready for those of you who came to the live stream where I finished those. I guess 12 paintings. Thank you for hanging out. And then I ended up touching up probably another 8. So that was fun. At least there's sunshine. Yeah. I just got finished um, playing the ponies a little bit. And it was opening day at Santa Anita, and there's still like 6 races left, or one's happening right now. So maybe 5. But yeah, I started off strong, lost a couple races, and then just had the last 2 races I did just covered. They did a little more than covered my bets. So I did a little better than breaking even. But yeah, I'm just like, I am not going to do this. There are way too many people at the track today. There's like 40,000 plus people there. And they are betting down favorites to like nothing, which if the fields weren't as big, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But a lot of the races are very full fields, so kind of tricky, today. So I didn't lose anything. So that is the high point of all of that. But anyway, so I finished those paintings, and I had to do the index form for the gallery, which is basically all the painting titles, the mediums, the sizes, the prices, images of the work, and all this other stuff. So, for those of you who remember, originally I had like 44 paintings that were going to be in the show. I got it down to like 36. And then for whatever reason, me fucking around and dicking around, I got it back up to like 88. And so then I got it down again. So the Life Through Chaos show will have 50 of my paintings. And that wasn't like a number that I'm like, we're going to do 50. It just turned out that way. So there will be 50 paintings in the show, and all are on canvas except for 8. I think 8 is the number that are on paper, and the rest are canvas. So it'll be kind of fun. As you can see, I have some of the ones up there because I was taking pictures of them. This one here is not for sale. It's going to be in the show though because it's one of my favorite paintings I've done. That one I uh, cleaned up a little bit. This one here I finished, so you could see it better there. And then that one there I finished, and those are the ones that you can see. And then I think that one there you can see I finished that one. That one wasn't quite done, but they are now. So all of the information is at the gallery, and I probably should go on my website and take down the paintings from my website that are going to be in the show. Just so, I mean, hell, I would love to have my paintings sell. You know what? Fuck it. Maybe they could stay up there. We'll see. But anyway, so that's that. We are still on track for the anthology, the Anarchy Crew year-end anthology to come out tomorrow. So pay attention for that. I have a meeting with a dealer tomorrow morning. So we'll see how that goes. I have no idea what that's going to be about. I mean, I know what it's going to be about, but I have no idea what to expect out of anything. And then I think all the other updates you guys are aware of. I did the rewrites to the Black Star pilot and turned those in. I probably have a little bit of work that I still need to do on the show Bible with the producers, but I think I probably won't hear from them until late next week. So that is that with that. Again, Seasons of the Muse, the release on that is on hold until I move. And then as far as Black Star Canyon issue number one, whatever, I'm going to be pushing for that to come out on New Year's Day. So we will see how that goes. Yeah. And then I just have to do some admin-y stuff. There are some little things like I have to update bank account information on certain platforms for payouts and stuff like that. So that's always fun. Good times. But yeah, so I think artistically I'm done for this year. As far as like the painting stuff goes, my mentorship program starts on Saturday. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Like I'm very much looking forward to that. It's going to be very helpful. It's already been a little beneficial to my career. So this will be really good. I do have like 3 videos in the can that I need to finish editing. So they will be up this week. But I do really like just live streaming. Like that has seemed a little bit easier, especially when I have lots of things to do and lots of things coming up. It's just easier. It cuts out the editing. And I know for some of you, hearing me talk and meander gets kind of tricky sometimes. But no, I'm very much looking forward to this coming up year. Like, there are so many positive things happening. I'm really, really looking forward to the new series I'm starting. Um, and one of the things that's really fun about it, like for the most part, since I've been here, I have not been painting in oil. I've been just sticking with acrylic or ink. And the next series of paintings I'm going to be working on are all oil. And I'm so excited to be working in oil again and having a little bit more fun with it. Meaning, like, yes, the painting is going to be exciting and fun, just the act of it. But what I'm very much looking forward to is all of the experiments I'm going to be doing with the paint. I'm going to be adding all sorts of different things. I'm going to try to keep my palette small, but add different mediums to the oils to try to get different effects out of them. And um, more so than anything else, I'm focusing on the, I don't want to say like the spiritual, but I don't know another way of doing it. Like another way of saying it. Like, I want the paintings to be an experience, if that makes sense. And I'm very, very much looking forward to just like, because I mean, size wise, like I'm basically doing a bunch of paintings that are going to be 6 feet by 3 feet. And just that size and doing the things that I'm going to be doing with it. Like, I'm really hoping that it's both overwhelming and calming to people looking at the paintings. So um, I'm just really, really excited. And I'm going to be doing more things on unprimed canvas. And I'm going to worry about stretching the paintings after the fact instead of working on stretched canvases from the start. But I'm just like playing with light and how the light moves through and on top of the different mediums in the oil. Like, you have no idea how excited I am to do this. Like, I've been waiting to do this for a while. I might do a few more black sand paintings uh, while this is going on. But for the most part, I'm just really, really looking forward to the volume of your output is astonishing. Well, I hope so. Thank you. Um, I might do some more attention paintings and I might do some more forest through the trees um, just to do, like, if like it feels good to do. But for the most part, um, I'm kind of, I don't want to say moving away from the Mad World ones, but I feel like I'm in a different place now. And like going back to figurative stuff may be something I do soon, but like next year, all I'm thinking about is like super pure abstraction and like the attention paintings, like these two here. It's not like they're, I mean, they are gimmicky in the sense that like I'm trying to say something about cell phones and people's attention spans and stuff like that. But as far as like the next series I'm doing, like there's going to be a lot of symbolism in it. and a lot of color field work in it. But yeah, I'm super excited. Like, I have to pick up a few things in order to start, but I'm really looking forward to all of the things that, like, I'm excited about the paintings I'm going to paint, but I'm more excited about what I'm going to be adding to the paint and seeing how that interacts with the oil, and then how the different layers of things interact with one another. So, and the place I'm going to be in has a very good airflow. So, no more me almost getting turpentine poisoning. That's a thing of the past. So I'm very excited about that because that was terrifying. Um, that was really scary. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. But yeah, so there's some things I need to get. Like, I need to get uh, a can for like a, I don't know what they're called, but like a fire pail kind of thing for my rags that I'm going to be using with the oil. I need to have a much better setup for my cleaning station for my brushes. Um, that's like just for that and that alone. Um, but then I also need to be getting a lot of different mediums. So, like, everything from, I think I actually still have a lot of this stuff, but like linseed oil, Damar varnish, mineral spirits. Um, but then there's other things I wanted to try, like cold wax and like I mean, obviously egg yolk, but like that's a completely different thing. Like, I don't have to go to Blick to buy a dozen eggs. So as long as egg prices stay low, this should be fine. But definitely going to be using a much richer oil paint than I have in the past. Um, Higher pigment. I do kind of want to make my own paints with like powder pigment and crushing it down and blending it into like linseed oil um, to get like the consistency that I want, but also just like mixing oil paints with all different things, like just to see what it does and how it interacts with other things. So like baking soda, um, water, you know, alcohol, just trying different things to see not only how it interacts with the different things that are going to be on there, but then also like doing things like mixing like your linseed oil and with the paint with mineral spirits with water and pulling a color out of that and seeing how it um, interacts with the canvas. So different types of gloss and matte finishes, um, different stains on the canvas. Like, I'm just so excited to do this. It's like I've been for probably a year now been kind of not keeping a journal about it, but like writing these ideas down and these different, like we're going from just painting into alchemy like right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's like really really exciting for me. um Oh, I cannot wait. I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited. But, so I don't know. I have a couple weeks, but these next couple weeks are gonna be huge. Like, packing everything up, taking all the paintings to the gallery, putting everything else I own in storage, moving into the new place, taking everything out of that new place to make room for it to become like my studio, and then finding an actual place to live after that. These are all like very crazy heavy things that are happening. And then on top of it, having the mentorship program going on, the opening of the show, just setting the gallery up for the show is going to be, it's going to be a lot, dude. 50 paintings. That's a few. Here late. What is going on? Oh my gosh. And then also Nikki Jam is here. Thank you so much for being excited for me. I hope everything works out well. And honestly, like as far as like footage for the channel, like content goes, setting up the show, I'm sure I'll be doing live streams from the gallery as I'm setting it up. I only just got notified you were live. Did I miss much? No, but that checks out. 20 minutes is usually a pretty normal notification. I'm just talking about like I mean, you could rewind it, start from the beginning and play it at two speed. You'll be caught up in no time. But yeah, so there will be a lot of content from the gallery, setting up the studio, um, all of that stuff. And then as Black Star gets further and further along, there will be all sorts of stuff that we're doing with that. And then if in February everything goes the way I'm hoping it goes, I'll also be shooting a feature around that time. So that'll be kind of a fun thing. But like at the studio, the new studio, getting rid of all the bookcases, like the big bookcases. And what I want to do, because I have what, like one, two, three, four, five, wait. Oh, and then six, seven, six, seven guys, am I right? Jokes. I have probably like eight big, like full size bookcases that I would like to trade for like short profile, like 1 to 2 shelf bookcases that I could have around the studio for my books and stuff, but also have enough wall space open for me to display the paintings and stuff because I do want to have like open studio days, not like once a month or anything, but like maybe a few times a year where like I put on a show at the studio for whatever it is I'm working on at the minute. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so this will be my writing area. This will be like my cleanup station. This will be like my workspace. And this wall, like I already see it in my head. This is going to be the wall that I'm like doing active work on, kind of thing. So it is very, very exciting. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Oh my God. But I'm also really excited about the show. So 50 paintings, most of which were painted within the last like 16 months. Not even that, like 13 months. Almost everything that's going to be in that show, with the exception, I think there's one painting from 2022, and then everything else is from 2024 to now. Um, so I'm I'm excited because it's kind of like, what did you do the last year? Here's 50 things to look at. That's kind of cool. And there's some big pieces that are going to be in it, but there's also a lot of small pieces. So there'll be kind of, there's actually a lot of small pieces. I didn't even realize I had that many small pieces. So things like 8 by 10, I think, is the smallest. And then there's a bunch that are like 7 by 14 or like 10 by 14 or 10 by 16. Like there's a lot of like good size pieces, but then there's a bunch that are like, not a bunch, but like enough to make where I'm going to put everything else really tricky. But a lot of things from like 30 by 40, 40 by 40, 36 by 48. So there's some good size pieces in there too. Oh yeah, here's like a good example. So this one here, this is 16 by 20. This one I think is, I want to say 10 by 16. Yeah, that's probably accurate. 10 by 16. And then this one here is like what would that one be? I think I could probably look. I don't know. I could look, but then I would have to like pull out of this screen and go open another one to start looking around. But yeah, that one's probably 24 by, or maybe it's 20 by 24. I think that's what that one is, 20 by 24. And then that one there is probably another 10 by 16 or something like that. But yeah, so there's a lot of different size pieces. So the show's going to be amazing. I'm very, very excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Um, but yeah, there's all sorts of stuff happening right now. Oh, and I also need to get some small paint cans that I can mix things in and seal. Some of the things I was using to try to do that weren't really working out very well. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of an important thing because I don't want to like waste a lot of stuff, but I also don't want to feel like I can't experiment. Like, obviously, me adding egg to any oil paint, like, that's not going to stay good for a long time. So, that will be something I need to be cautious of when I'm using. But other things like different oils and different varnishes and different things like water and alcohol and mineral spirits and stuff like that. Like you could still keep that, you know. Um, but even just mixing things to like mix things in. um, but yeah, so I have my big roll canvas um, that I've been hanging on to for a while that I'm gonna get, a couple paintings out of. And then I have 2 more 2 more canvases that are I think they are 36 by 36 that I'll be able to get, some use out of before, I need to go back to ordering big rolls of unstretched, unprimed canvas. And there's a part of me that would like to try working on linen, um, but I'm not, like, running around trying to do that. I am kind of I feel like I'm done with primed canvas. I really don't like how especially, like, if I'm thinning out my paints at all or just using ink, I really don't like how it originally sits on the canvas. Um, I kind of want it to spread a little more. So yeah, so that's that. But yeah, so there's all sorts of things going. Dumb question. Do you stretch your canvas? Um, no, but I'm going to. So up until now, I haven't, but because of like two things. One, storing paintings at the rate I paint is becoming problematic. So, like, having a bunch of canvases that I could just like roll up and like put in the closet until I'm ready to stretch them is a little more thrilling to me at this moment. But also a lot of the sizes that I want to be working with um, don't like it's hard to find a stretched canvas that is already that size, if that makes sense. And on top of that, they're very expensive. Why am I frozen? Oh, I don't know if you got that last, but yeah, they're expensive. So I'm way more into wanting to just do the canvas and then stretch it later. Um, so that's kind of where my excitement lies at the minute. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going to try some things at the new studio. And if those things don't work, then I'm going to stretch my canvases myself before I start painting. Um, but buying stretched canvases um, at this point, I don't, for what I want to do, that's just going to be a very expensive thing to move into. So, um, yeah. Hello, Veda. So yeah, so those are the things that are going on with that. But I'm very, very excited to start painting. Um, I don't want to just keep saying the same thing over and over again, but my head is like so in the uh, wanting to play with the different consistencies of the paint. So um, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of experimentation, um, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So there's that. Um, the anthology, I think, is still good for tomorrow at some point. I'll post something as soon as the anthology goes live. And then I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about anything? Caitlin, what's up? How you doing? But yeah, and also those videos, I need to finish editing and post those. That shouldn't be too tricky. But this is a big week. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of things going on. Um, Making chicken enchiladas. See, there is a lot going on. Caitlin's making chicken enchiladas. That sounds delicious. I need to go to the store, actually. I need to go get some groceries. But yeah, so this week, all sorts of stuff. Car registration. Um, there's lots of stuff happening this week. But yeah, um, the I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going to be making as many videos over the next month, but I'm gonna try to live stream more. Um, just because it's easier to do that than record a video, edit a video, and then post the video. Um, so just if you haven't yet, make sure your notifications are on, and you can get notified when I go live. So, but there's going to be tons of stuff. I'm wondering if I should show you guys stuff right now that I did or that I was working on. Um, I don't know. Maybe we'll save that for this week. Um, and I'll show you the different series paintings before the show, and then show them to you in a gallery setting, because once you have something in a gallery setting, it looks so different and so much more um, arty. So, yeah. And then I guess a question for you guys, like, who are you into right now? Like, whether it's a poet, an author, a painter, a sculptor, like even music, whose stuff is making you want to make stuff? Like, whose stuff has been inspiring you to want to do things? I was thinking about this question over the last day or two. And honestly, like Rothko's um, staining process is kind of boggling my mind at the minute. And I'm wanting to kind of play with that, but do it in a more like de Kooning sense, with the idea of doing things that you shouldn't do with paint to see what it can do. Um, so that's been kind of high on my list, but also if we're talking about Rothko, the spiritual nature of what he was doing and attempting to do, mixed with um, Mondrian's spiritual nature with his famous classical period works, have just been like like blowing my mind at the minute. So those are the things that I've been really focusing on as a painter. But I've been reading oh my god, the art spirit. Um is it Robert Henry? I don't remember. Is that right? I don't know. I've been reading that, and for the most part, especially the beginning of that book, there's a lot of takeaways that I think are very valuable. And then the next portion of the book kind of drags unless you are a figurative painter who works with models. If you aren't that, it's kind of dry. But um I got to like the third section of the book, and it's starting to speak a little louder to me again. But that first section of the book, I've probably read and reread. Um, fuck, I don't know. I got that book maybe 4 years ago, and every like 6 months or so, I start reading it, and I just keep rereading that first part because it's so juicy. There's so much good shit in there. So I really, really dig that. So yeah, so that's all I've really been reading. Um, that and I've been listening to an audiobook of Jerry Salt's Art is Life, I think is what the book's called. And it's basically art critiques. The first portion of the book's pretty good, just talking about making art and what art is and stuff. And the critiques have been kind of hit or miss for me. Um, I I understand the importance of critics, but sometimes it just makes me feel like I accidentally walked in on somebody masturbating. And you're like, ooh, like, fuck. Sorry. Like, sorry about that. Um, but then the person you realize is quite the voyeur. So they want you to walk in on them, but you still feel awkward and weird. Um, so I'm not a fan of that. But his other book, the shorter book, fuck, I can't remember what it's called. Uh, fuck, I can't remember what it's called. That's a good book if you want to read a real quick, like quick witted, but like snappy read to inspire you to do something. I'm going to look it up right now because it's driving me crazy that I can't remember the name of it now. So 2 seconds. I'm live googling. Live googling. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I get to who this person is? Sorry, guys. How to Be an Artist is the other book. I'm like, what's that book called? It's about how to be an artist. What is it fucking called? How to Be an Artist. That's a good book. But like I just felt like Homer Simpson, like there's an emergency and he freaks out and he runs in and picks up the phone and dials 411 for information. And he's like, information, quick, what's the number for 911? Yeah, that's what that just felt like. But yeah, so Art is Life. It's an okay book. It's very long. God, I feel like I've been reading it forever and there's still 7 hours left. Ugh. But anyway, so that's been a good book. Catching the Big is it Catching the Big Fish by David Lynch? That's another really good book that I've read recently that is just concise. I think especially when you're dealing with books that's whole purpose is to inspire and motivate you. Um, the quicker and snappier they are, the better. And like The Creative Act is a great book and it's a really easy read, but it's a big book compared to these other books. So there you go. Like I'll give you those recommendations. And then as far as movies go, um, watched two movies recently, and they both just made me feel gross and made me a little anxious and a little tired and a little just not wanting to do anything anymore. So the first one I think is called Friendship with Paul Rudd and then that very awkward man from the chair company. That movie just stressed me out. It just it kept getting worse and worse and worse, and that was just kinda gross, and then I finally watched, Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman and some dude from, like, I don't know, uh, whatever, but that was, like so, God, I just felt sick to my stomach talking about that to you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen either one of those, but, um, you could probably miss them and not miss a lot. So that's that. Yeah. Oh, and for those of you in the LA area, the Shepherd Ferry show, I think only is like on view until the 14th of January. I'm going to try to get to it before it closes, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Um, that week it closes is the week that I have to um, get the gallery set up. And the next couple weeks between that, I have to do all of my moving. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it, but I really, really, really want to see it. It's called Out of Print. And I'm trying to remember the place it's at. Is it the La Brea something or is it on La Brea? I don't know, but that show, fuck, it looks so amazing. It looks so amazing. So if you like Shepard Fairey's stuff, I think this is the Shepard Fairey show to see if you're ever going to see a Shepard Fairey show. How many times can I say Shepard Fairey? But anyhow, so that's that. God, I really hope I could see that show. There's also a impressionism exhibit that's going to be at LACMA. I think it already opened. I think it just opened, but it'll be there through January, and I'm very excited about that too. There's all sorts of pieces that are going to be on view that I haven't seen before. So, I'm really, really excited about seeing that. But I should be back in town by the time um, I need to, like, the show will still be running when I finally have a down moment. So that'll be something I hit up at the end of the month, next month. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, that's going to be a fun show. And then as far as that goes with you guys, is there anything coming up that's exciting that you guys want to talk about? Any books coming out? Any of your things that are going to be coming out? Any things you're looking forward to art wise? Um, did Lana Del Rey ever finish that fucking album? Like, do we need to talk about that? God, that woman. Anyway, let's get another cup of Joe. Oh my God, I'm really excited to go to the grocery store right now. That's fucking weird. That is very strange. Um, I would love some chicken. I would love some chicken. Maybe a taco. Oh, a chicken taco. Two birds. Look at that, guys. Um, but yeah, I'm just like, I know it's the end of the year, and I know like that's a time for people to be kind of freaking out about doing stuff. I'm not sure what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Like I get it. I get it. But I'm just looking forward to it not being 2025 anymore. 2025 was a hard year, and 2026 is like And I know I said the same thing, like, about 20 like, when 2025 was coming, I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait for 2025. Things are gonna be different. Things are gonna be great." Things were different, all right, but they were a fucking shit show for the most part. So, I'm not gonna focus so much on this next year being different as much as I'm gonna focus on it being better. Um, so better than 25. That's the mantra for this next year. Only going up, you know? I'm really looking forward to the show. But yeah, so and I think now that all that information has been turned into the gallery, I did very little creatively in 2025, so I'm looking forward to making stuff, mostly painting. That would be awesome. You got to send me like photos of what you're doing. Let me see what you're working on. Oh, Xmas Day, my 6-year-old got a second degree tear in his ankle, so that's something. You need to wrap those kids in bubble wrap and just like kind of, or you know what? Get one of those Velcro walls and just put like them in little Velcro suits and like toss them onto the wall and let them just kind of hang out there. You probably get a lot more done. And they'd have fun. Like every once in a while, you could turn them upside down and the blood rushes to their head. They'll laugh, they'll giggle. That'd be funny. But yeah, so that's the way to do it. You're killing it. But yeah, send me what you're painting or tell me what you're working on. What kind of stuff are you doing? Anyway, okay. So it's been time. So I'm going to get another cup of coffee and then I'm going to run to the store because this dude's a little famished. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good week. I'll see members tomorrow morning. Okay. So I'll see you guys later.